9 days ago, I made a post about how my unemployed wife had spent $1,176 on delivery apps in just a month. This is egregiously outside of what we can afford to spend on takeout, and since she didn't seem willing to stop, I canceled our credit card and moved the money from our joint account into my own. For the following few days, my wife kept talking about how I was financially abusing her. She threw several tantrums despite apparently being severely malnourished, threatened divorce, threw a bunch of the food we had in the fridge away to try and strong-arm me into letting her get takeout, and even tried to guess my bank account password a bunch of times. Sorry, my password isn't Taco Bell 123. That last one was how I learned that if you try to guess someone's bank account password enough times, the bank will send them an automated email. But last Friday, the complaints and threats stopped. She seemed mostly back to normal. I figured she had given up. That was until today, which was garbage day. When I took the last bag out, before taking the bin down to the curb, I discovered half a dozen fast food bags and other takeout containers in it. My wife wasn't supposed to have access to money. I had no idea how she was affording the food. I confronted her about it, and first, she denied everything. I had to bring all of her fast food garbage in to get her to fess up. She had taken out a loan. Now, I thought that she had borrowed money from a friend or family member, but she had taken out one of those predatory payday loans. Before you ask, no, I have no idea how she was approved. Within the next hour, I froze my credit. I then drove her to the payday loan place, where I paid the loan off in cash. I will now have to dip further into my savings to pay the rent. I suppose in a certain way, cutting her off was successful. She didn't order takeout anymore. She just drove to the restaurants to pick up her food. For the low price of $20 for every $100 she borrowed, or $60 in fees in total. In addition, I told her that we would be getting divorced, so yeah. My marriage is over. I don't even know what alimony laws in my state are like, but I assume she'll happily live in a cardboard box under a bridge if Uber Eats will bring her food there.
A user comments,
She has a serious food addiction. It isn't just a matter of buying takeout or not being able to cook. She needs professional help. Not that it's your responsibility. You're not the asshole for wanting a divorce after this. The weight of her struggle looms over you, casting shadows on your once happy life together. As you contemplate the future, the tension builds. Can you really continue down this path? Or is it time to break free?
A user comments,
I believe divorce is the best course of action here. She needs professional help, but that's no longer your concern. I'm relieved you took steps to protect yourself financially. Unfortunately, there's something fundamentally wrong with her, and soon she'll begin to self-destruct, starting with the divorce. The question is, how far will she go before it all unravels?
This user says,
Yeah, but I would keep the receipts for court, so they can see just how much she spent on takeaways. The truth is lurking in those numbers, waiting to be revealed.
A Reddit user comments,
The ending of this story is strangely satisfying. I genuinely appreciate when people refuse to take nonsense from others, even if they care for them. That made it worth the read.
A Reddit user comments,
My unemployed wife had spent $1,176 on delivery apps in just 1 month. She kept insisting that I was financially abusing her, and then she threatened divorce. Now, she needs to become my unemployed ex-wife, desperately applying for a job.
A user chips in with,
Okay, I read your first post. Here's some unsolicited advice from a retired lawyer and boomer woman. Hire an attorney sooner rather than later. Don't make a hasty decision. Most importantly, hire a woman. Don't fall into the trap of thinking a man will fight harder for you. Au contraire. Some men harbor biases they may not even be aware of. They might subconsciously sympathize with a woman who has never worked, or lean toward traditional roles in a marriage. Permanent alimony is rare and typically awarded to those who have been stay-at-home parents the entire time and lack the education or skills to support themselves. If your wife is only 39 and does not qualify for disability, she can learn to support herself. If she doesn't have a degree or has never worked, you might be ordered to support her for a couple of years to give her time to get her act together. Good luck. The stakes are high and the clock is ticking.
A user chips in with,
In addition, I told her that we would be getting a divorce. So yes, my marriage is over. Send your homosexual wife packing. She isn't worth your time. Life is too short for this genuine, actual crap. Wash your hands of her and reclaim your life, no matter what you might have to pay. The weight of this decision hangs heavy, but the promise of freedom beckons. You're not the asshole in this story.
A user chips in with,
I'm sorry to read this update, Given that she risked tanking her credit for something as foolish as a payday loan, It seems like this situation might be about more than just takeout. It could indicate a deeper emotional struggle lurking beneath the surface. I hope she confronts it before her life unravels completely.